Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is September the 3rd, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, month of September just started bloody as expected, but it was not expected bloody like this. So if we go to S&P 500 daily chart, and you will see that market just went down all the way to 5,500 area, which is kind of like the level that market needs to show something. Otherwise, it can go even lower to 5,300, 58 or 5,388. So this is the level that we can see some kind of like a support. But right now, market is just having lots of support here. So if you see a bounce tomorrow to middle of this wide range bar, we shouldn't be surprised at all. So especially if we see some kind of like a bearish consolidation, that would be kind of like the case as well. So I'm not surprised if we see a bearish consolidation for a next drop to this area. So that would be kind of like another pattern that we can expect. FOMC meeting is coming, and also NFP number, job market, is coming this Friday as well. So everyone needs to be careful about this. Bank of Canada, they're gonna just have a meeting tomorrow as well. So a 25 basis drop, another 25 basis drop is kind of like expected. So Bank of Canada already started. So that was kind of like the roadmap for Federal Reserve as well. If you have not paid attention, so make sure that watch who or which bank increased the rate first. And that was a Bank of Canada, I believe, one of the first ones after New Zealand. I believe they increased the rate. Right now, they're just one of the first ones as well, bring the rate down. So that's kind of like the scenario for Federal Reserve as well. S&P 500 sharply sold off today. It's just going all the way down to 5,500. At the next level, 5,388. Potential scenario is coming down the road. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was leading to the downside as well. So Nasdaq didn't form this bullish consolidation to the upside. I was expecting potential another spike to this area, maximum to this area for nominally all-time high, then coming back down. But market just went down, and the bottom line is we were expecting this bearish momentum, so we were hedging ourselves. So our portfolio actually didn't shake out very much today, so we just very safe. So yeah, we had kind of like a couple hundred drops in our portfolio, but due to hedging or put options that we took already, so we were kind of like a safe on that side. Nasdaq just break through SMA 20 and also SMA 50 at the same time, and it's just getting below potentially for these levels. So if you see some kind of like a sharp sell-off for Nasdaq, we shouldn't be surprised, especially when I see lots of red flags already build up in the market. We will get to sectors by sectors individually, and we will put some analysis on them. But Nasdaq can go to 17,777 to 18,461. I believe this wide range bar bring lots of support, and kind of like we may see a bounce. But before that, I don't see any kind of like a support or kind of like a very important area that we can just nail down as a support for Nasdaq. So Nasdaq already after like a futures market still is down, but at 3.3% to the downside today. That was kind of like an ugly price action, and volume was good as well. So it was not a light volume session at all. Moving on to Dow Jones. Dow Jones, after hitting new all-time high, just coming back down, very reversal of stochastic movement to the downside as well. So also MACD, and also there is a nice divergence here in RSI as well. So we can see that this divergence reacted very well. And right now, Dow is just forming another drop to the downside. Still, the Dow can go down to SMA 20 and also below that 140,000 area. But I should say, if Dow goes down, that's not going to be that much. So we can see 40,000 But Nasdaq and S&P can go lower, and also Russell 2000, it can go lower as well. Moving on to gold, which was negative today with the entire market, but nicely backed up later session, and a nice shadow here, lower shadow. So this brings kind of like a hope that gold still forming this white bullish consolidation. And if it's the case, then we can see a breakthrough to the upside for gold. Is going to be very foreseeable scenario. Remember, September is going to be a ugly month for stock market, and October as well. But gold and precious metals usually will be shiny this month as well. So I believe that gold can still break through to new all-time high, potentially 26 to 2700 is coming down the road for the next few months. Moving on to silver, which was down, and also silver gives us a next buying opportunity as I was expecting at this level, which is 2750 to 2791, and this is the case. So we got into silver position today with option, and also we have some silver mines as well. So we have a good chunk of portfolio here for precious metals, especially on silver, and we can see this one is getting back to the bull run sooner or later. But I believe that silver bounce is coming, and potentially if it goes above this pivotal point, we can hit a $30 pullback, and then we can get to higher high as well. So I believe, as I said, a short term, we may see a bearishness, but long term, we are seeing kind of like a bullishness for silver as well. Moving on to crude, which kind of like a coming exactly to our analysis. Crude is just showing the final spike down, and today 5% to the downside. Still, crude can go lower, I believe, to this $65 to $69, and also lower as well. So the range is very, very kind of like, because this is a weekly range, and I put this rectangular. I know that everyone is saying, hey, buddy, almost $8 for crude in 69, seriously? What are you talking about? But this is the area that I'm looking for. So I'm not precisely saying this is the level. This is, at least I don't have that knowledge. Some people may do, good for them. But in this market, that there are lots of geopolitical tensions still there. Crude, but I believe that crude cycle low is here. So I was expecting this to spike down, but I don't know exactly what level. I have 4 levels, 61, 77. This is very, very extreme bottom. I'm not sure even if we get there. But 65 to 69, to be honest, that's the area that I'm looking at for a reversal. So if we see a reversal from 65 to 69, then it's going to be a good area for crude to get back to the long position, because I believe that after that, we'll see higher price for crude is coming down the road. Moving on to Bitcoin, bearish consolidation is forming here as well. So BIT is kind of like forming a very nice bearish consolidation for a next spike down, 48 to 52. That's the level for a bottom. But after that, I should say Bitcoin is ready for higher prices. So I believe that the next few months and this month could be kind of like a good buying opportunity, especially for Bitcoin. For next few months, I would say higher highs are coming, especially October onwards. We should see some kind of like a good price momentum for Bitcoin. The same as for Ethereum. Ethereum goes down today as well, so 3% to the downside, bearish consolidation. Ethereum can go to 2000 level, but after that, I should say Ethereum can get back to bullish momentum as well. Bond yield just getting downside pressure as well, so below 4%. Seems like this is kind of like a new normal for bond yield, is going down. Treasury going up today, another bad session at all, 1.31% pop today. So after Friday shakeout low, Treasury just get back to the upside. If Treasury goes back above 100, I should say 103 to 105 is coming very nicely. So we can expect that one coming as well. Moving on to VIX, fantastic spike today, 33% to the upside, getting back to 20%, and not a higher shadow like this. So VIX seems like it can go higher. And this is kind of like the beginning, at least 25 to 26, potentially another 25% to the upside. Dixie, a nice move to the upside today. So another bad session for Dixie, forming a bullish consolidation potentially for another spike. But that's going to be the final higher, final lower high, and then we can get back to the bearish side as well. Moving on to the magma indicator, going down even after hours, it just took hit more. Today, Apple showing a very good reversal sign. Even after hours, it took a hit. I believe that Apple closed below this trend line. This is a very strong warning sign for Apple. So this is a high, this is a lower high, almost 89% Fibonacci. So if we get back to here, if we get below 208, then Apple can easily go down to sub 200 level and even lower as well. So I believe that Apple, the lots of gap fields are here as well. And again, watch this 208 because this 208 below that, that is scary. Can go easily down to 162 to 167 Apple. Right now, 222, people are saying, Ali, what are you talking about? But remember, when one important major demand area pivots or engulfed to the downside, then the below is kind of like empty as well. Amazon holding up very well today, but after hours it took a hit, another dollar 50 cents to the downside. Amazon still lower low. I mean, holding compared to the other ones. Meta just rolling over to the downside. After hours it took a hit. Microsoft, this chart is sick. So Microsoft is getting back to the downside and going down 408 even after hours took a hit more. Google 3% to the upside, nice H pattern. It can easily go lower, Google, to this area, I would say, and Netflix at 3% to the downside. Crazy bearish engulfing at the top. So this is kind of like interesting to see lots of charts showing the reversal. Even Tesla, after good result from China sales or revenues, Tesla is getting back to the downside today and rejected this triangle to the upside. I know lots of people are saying this is a very bullish signal. It was bullish, but on the other side, look at the bigger picture, it is bearish. So this is a triangle. Either breakout could be spiky. I would say 165 to 186 is coming down the road. So Tesla can go down more, if you ask me, rather than breaking through to the upside. Semiconductors, basically, this sector was the leader to the downside today. Look at the price action. Is this kind of like a kind of like a big head and shoulder here? This is a double head and shoulder, right? So this is a nice 200 level neckline, and this is a crazy momentum. So if it goes down, test this 200, then we can break through to the downside. I would say semis are in trouble right now. So at least we can see another 25% to the downside. But after that, we should, oh my God, we should see some kind of like a good bearish momentum to the downside. I would say this important trend line, this is a bigger trend line that we can see semis are forming a topping formation. This is crazy, folks. If you remember, I was sharing with you a semiconductors sell signal triggered a video, and I hope you watch that. So if you haven't, make sure watch it. I'm gonna put a link up there so you want to see that. But semiconductors actually are the leader. If it goes down, it can go down more and more. So SOX, the same pattern here. I'm gonna just show you here as well. SOX actually even worse. So it shows like a QM pattern because it goes below this pivotal point and bouncing back up. Usually when it bounces back up, it forms a lower high and then sell signal like this. It can go down again to 200 level. And if it breaks through, I should say easily it can go to this level, which is 160 to $170 for stocks as well. In semiconductor, Taiwan Semiconductor breakthrough to the downside. Taiwan is targeting 128, 136. AMD just going down today. $11.62 to the downside. Crazy price action. It can go lower to this area again. NVIDIA 9% to the upside. After hours, it took hit more, 105 after hours. So this is crazy, guys. NVIDIA, despite good earning, because the forward kind of like a guidance was weak, NVIDIA can hit to 76, I believe, to 83. So that's the level that I'm looking at. Below this pivot, there are lots of support here. And also there is going to be a good gap fill as well here. So this gap is interesting as well. So NVIDIA, I believe that rainy days are coming for NVIDIA, 67 to 87. So this is the area, juiciest buy, 76 to 83. I believe we can get involved with this one as well. So NVIDIA is kind of like in a trouble right now, but it could be kind of like a good buying opportunity somewhere around here. We will see how it goes. Texas Instrument going down today. Look at the candle today from just Friday all-time high or new all-time high. It goes down crazy today, 5%, 5.84% to the downside. Lambda search, if you follow me in this channel, I know some people are saying this is one of the best. Yes, this was one of the best, but look at the pattern. Even bounce was not that strong. Where is new all-time high? Here is the all-time high. And where are we at now right now? So, and this name, Lamb Research, can go to 640 to 680 down the road. XLF, which is financials, they trigger sell signal, guys. If you haven't watched my video for JP Morgan, make sure watch that one, because I kind of like put different type of analysis for the market top and bottom based on the JPM chart, and financials, the spider XLF is showing me the sell signal today. This is a parabolic, this is overstretched, overbought, and you can see some kind of like this type of move. If it goes to this area 41, we can expect that, but below this means this is the beginning of a financial crisis. KBE, the same pattern here, just bullish consolidation, seems like rejected at the top. KRE, the same pattern here, bullish consolidation, rejected, and after hours it took a hit. JPM, JP Morgan, reversal to the downside, even after hours it goes lower. This chart is very resilient to any downside. When it goes down, this means the market is in absolute fear. Goldman Sachs, look at the reversal today, 4.47% to the downside. Bank of America, just 5 cents down, not a bad session for it, holds up nicely. Wells Fargo as well, so 10 cents down, holds up nicely as well. But look at this sector, GDX, which is gold miners, they're just hitting down today. And I believe that if these ones are going down, this is going to be a good buying opportunity again. GDXJ is different story. This is very choppy, sloppy, 2.27 down. AEM $2.46 down today. Newmont going down, but hold up nicely as well. Franco Nevada $3 down today, and Goldberry 59 cents down today as well. So gold miners are kind of like following the nature of the stock market. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider, going down today. Crude just hammered, XLE goes down. This is kind of like the cycle that I have. And I believe that until first half of September, we should see the bottom in this sector. So even we can see like a higher low, double bottom, or lower low. So I put like the worst case scenario here. XOP, which is oil and gas exploration ETF, the same pattern here. So I would say 118 to 122 can go down. OIH $13 down, pretty sharp sell-off after this bearish consolidation. This one can hit this area sooner than the other ones. And Exxon going down $2.47 down. So Exxon just to show very nicely holding up. This is kind of like the bottom for Exxon, at least for now. If it goes down, it can go roll over very bad. Chevron just going down, gap down, and continuing to the downside. Nice bear flag. Chevron can go to 130 to 136 for a great buying opportunity. All right, folks, volatility is going to pick up in September. No surprise for us. We're going to take profits, puts potentially this week or next. And also, we are going to be ready for the next buying opportunity, which, if you haven't watched my video for energy, natural gas, and energy market, make sure watch that one because I covered the next buying opportunity in September. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye bye.